Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This week we're going to do a monthly overview reading specifically for March. Show me Aquarius in March. Show me Aquarius in March, please. What's going on? Show me Aquarius in March. Like always, take it resonates, leave it does not. And if there's more than one energy on this board today, then you reverse those energies as you see fit. These are, after all, general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate. Normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Aquarius in March. Show me Aquarius in March. Show me Aquarius in March, please. All right. What's up? What's going on? As you enter March, Five of Cups, the Lovers, Justice. Interesting. Trying to find balance in a strong connection or your feelings towards it. Working through that. Either with yourself or with this person. We'll see. I need to clarify. Okay. There are echoes of the past attached to someone here, but trying to find balance with it. Very strong opening there. King of Swords, that's you. Four Cups, the Page of Wands. Yeah, you're aware of it, and you want better days for yourself, right? You want to open your mind more to other things and more positive emotions, and I see you working towards that, okay, and through that. King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, whatever this is, honey, I see you getting on a very similar frequency with somebody. There will be open, or easier, I should say, lines of communication between yourself and someone else. It's looking like you're harmonizing with them. I have a King and Queen of Wands. As we know, this is matching sweet mate energy. The idea is that you're sharing a frequency, okay? And it looks positive. I'm not saying it's perfect, but like I said, Eight of Wands. Positive energy, shared frequency. So whatever it is that was looking rough, possibly disconnected and disappointing, hurtful, okay, we're actively and excitedly, I might point out, communicating. So perhaps we found common ground. Perhaps we got back in tune with each other. Okay, let's take a look. All right, there's clearly two energies on the board today. So again, just to point that out and reverse those energies as you see fit. We're going to clarify. And you might identify with one particular side more than the other. Okay, that kind of thing. It's up to you, in other words. All right, but as we enter March, Five of Cups, the Lover's Justice. There is the acute awareness here of disappointment, sadness, regrets, loss, feelings expressed, not expressed. And it's a strong connection, justice, and wanting to find that spiritual balance in it. What does it mean? Okay, how are these feelings playing out in this connection and why? Making sense of them. Let's take a look at that Five of Cups, please. Show me that Five of Cups, show me that Five of Cups, show me that Five of Cups. Show me that Five of Cups, please. What's going on? The World, the Magician, Death. Okay. We want the sadness to stop. Just full on. That's it. We have the World and Death here, the Magician. This is a very strong desire to make the negative feelings stop. To make the echoes go away. Okay. We want the pain to stop. It's extremely direct. Extremely direct. The World, Death, the Magician. We want the pain to stop. And also we want to get to that point where we can stop manifesting the ending of those negative feelings. It's like, can I get past this, please? I understand the negative feeling here exists. I'm at that point now where not only am I trying to work through it, I want to get past the point of having to feel like I need to work through it. I just want that chapter to be done. It's a very strong pull. It's like it's time to wrap this up. Okay. Okay, so we want to get on the other side of this. At least as it concerns itself with a negative feeling. The connection in and of itself. Let's keep going. Some of the Lovers, some of the Lovers, some of the Lovers, some of the Lovers. Show me the Lovers. Eight of Cups, the Lovers for the Lovers, Temperance. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's like an agreement here, spiritually, if anything else. We both need time. We both need to go our separate ways, at least for now. Because I'm tired of feeling this. And I'm tired of manifesting the ending of feeling negative about this. Somebody's emotionally checked out. That's their healing thing. Okay. Somebody else here is already well deep into the process of healing, and they want to kind of be done with it. Okay. So it's looking like we, or the both of you here, have entered a space of I need to go my way for a bit, and you need to go your way for a bit. Okay? And perhaps if we work on ourselves separately, we might be better people for this. So that's how I see you two, at least at the energetic and or spiritual level, working things out in your own way. But again, it's kind of like we do indeed need to be in our own ways here. I'm not seeing 3D energy yet to anchor this. Okay? But it is indeed a strong connection. It's kind of like there's a hope here. If I do my part, maybe you do your part, perhaps in time, we might better understand each other. But now's not that time. Okay. Let's say justice. Let's say justice. Show me justice. Very strong. Very strong connection. Yes, it is. Very strong pull. Lovers for the lovers, indeed. So you both recognize it in your own way. That doesn't make things easier. On the contrary, it usually makes things that much harder. When you understand what's at stake here. Okay? Because you're both connected to it in a significant way. Going beyond the strength of one's feelings, and how does it impact you spiritually and push you forward as a person. Okay? Show me justice. Show me justice. Strength, the Tower, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're saying you need to get back to basics and focus on what matter. Okay, on what matters. It's like you're saying whatever this is really kind of displaced me emotionally, spiritually, you name it. And you're like, I could be showing myself justice in other areas of my life. In fact, I've been giving this way too much energy. So there is a reason. It's not coincidental, honey, that you opened up with, I want to be done with the Five of Cups. I'm tired of feeling bad about this. It seems like a lot of wasted energy, a lot of wasted manifestation. There's the insistence of, I need to do my thing on my time, and you need to do your thing on your time. You know, we were both deeply impacted by this. But I'm exhausted giving energy to this, thinking about it, contemplating on it, healing from it. I need the feelings that are negative, regret, loss, remorse, missed opportunity, energy, you name it. We need to set that aside now. I'm tired of giving that energy. And so we've had some radical insight about converting our strength, Tower, Eight of Pentacles, and putting into something tangible. I agree with you. Sometimes you need that space. I can tell this impacted you both a great deal. But like I said, you're in your corner, they're in their corner. You're showing me individual 3D energy about converting all this energy you've been using to understand the lover's energy, to understand your feelings towards it, and saying, I'm done. It's exhausting. I don't know where they are in their process. There's that admission in here. But it's like that's their business. It's on them. My business is my business, and I know what I'm tired of experiencing. So you've had a very strong shift in terms of justice. What does that mean? Really shifting the energetic focus from understanding your lover's connection to like, I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted trying to understand it. And there's a good chance they haven't or they won't. That's why they're on their own now. And there's only so much you can do on your side of the fence. Okay. And you're like, and I completely agree with you in this respect. I completely understand this. It makes perfect sense to me. Okay, what is justice then? What is the spiritual balance? To keep going over and over this, ruminating? Or I can turn some of the energy back around on what matters and focus on what matters in the real principle world. I agree with you. So whatever this is doesn't have an absolute answer, but it also doesn't really need any more of your focus right now. Things need to settle. Okay, for your side of the fence as well as theirs. What they're doing, I don't know. There's a good chance they haven't learned or experienced half as much as you. I don't know. But even though you're like, I'm done. I can't do any more processing of this. I've done all the processing in all the worlds. And turns out I'm exhausted. Yeah. It is time to shift your energies then. I completely agree. You can only do so much. And that's it. All you can do is really understand your side of things and your contribution and what happened and why. Where does the pain come from? How did you contribute to it? How did you try to alleviate it? Actions taken, not taken. You can only do so much of that. You can only process the hell out of something so much before it's out of my hands. Yeah. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. So what you did here is you did a very strong energetic conversion. You took your principles of strength and your sense of balance, towered it, and said, I'm focusing on the wrong thing. It's time to shift. I've done as much here as I can do. I agree. I believe you have. And you're focusing on work. Good job. No doubt, focusing on the coin, the material world, your stability, your coifer, however it is you want to put it. But I do 100%, Aquarius, listen to me, completely agree with your energetic conversion. It was strong, but you needed it. This is tapped out. This is completely tapped out. That's tap out. You're tapped out. The Aquarius I'm looking at, you weren't anti-work, you were pro-work. Trying to understand this. You've done as much as you can do, okay? Whether or not it gets connected again in time, you better understand each other. You know, to see if you can measure up against each other, possibly. In future, maybe. May not be the same person, but there's definitely two people there, okay? All right, let's get on over here to you. King of Swords, that's you. Four of Cups, Page of Wands. There's the absolute recognition of how unhappy you've been, okay? The King and Queen of Swords are not big on anti-truths or non-truths or lies. They're not big on that if they're well adjusted. Then they want more honesty than they want dishonesty. Let's put it that way. So let's jump on over here to the King of Swords. You recognizing your unhappiness, but starting to feel that spark of hope, opening up to warmth, curiosity, interest once more. Okay, very good. Let's see that King of Swords. That, of course, is the benefit of doing some really intense work. You eventually get sick of doing the work because you're like, I know everything there is to know about this, or at least at that point in time. Like I said, there's only so much you can do. King of Swords. And people tell me, how do you know you're done healing when you're absolutely sick of the topic with you? That's how. And you're saying, okay, I can honestly tell myself, I know as much about this as I could have done. I processed as much about this as I could have done, and now I'm sick of it. That's how you know. It's honest, it's flat, it's not angry. You just know that you're done. Okay? All right, let's see that King of Swords. And it's how do you know you're done? You're not angry. You're not holding grudges. In fact, you're done with all the negative emotions. It's like, okay, I want to feel the things now. You know? People who haven't done the work can feel the same way. That's unfortunate. But you've clearly done the work here, okay? I've understood my lover as best I could and myself. I'm good. I'm exhausted. Let's do other things now, okay? Yeah, Five of Wands, the Hermit. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Good on you. Good on you. Good on you. You're actively aware and you're an active participant in your own healing journey. You've already made up your mind on this. Good job. Not just from this, but the overall sense of the thing. You have really learned to not take things so personally, especially as it comes up as, pissiness or pushback energy or argumentative or combative. You're like, I'm not going to entertain this. It's done. I don't entertain beefs. I squash them, or I just don't participate in them. Right there. You're like, I understand. Three of Swords. You're very understanding, Aquarius. You are. You really can see things for what they are when they present themselves in terms of pain and frustration. So let's say somebody gets in your face. The Aquarius I'm looking at says, I'm looking at this and I know it's not about me. And I'm not going to participate for that reason. Have a good day. That's the benefit of really having your own kind of ass kicked, spiritually, emotionally, and otherwise, is that you can really understand when people present their issues to you, you can understand that it's not about you. You're too wise for this. Good for you. Don't engage in stuff that doesn't involve you. And don't volunteer to participate. You know better. Okay? You still got your own healing to do in terms of overall getting better about you, just feeling better about you. This is done. What I'm saying here is you know better, environment in the general sense, how it is you're meant to carry yourself forward. Okay? Very good. And 4 cups. Show me that 4 cups, please. Sorry, guys. I know my affect is down. The pollen's so high, and it makes me super sleepy. It is one of my... I am intensely allergic to pollen, most pollen. And when it's this high, it just knocks me out. If you ever have, like, real pollen-based allergies, you know how it just brings you down. It's so tiresome. I'm like you. I'm done with this. I'm so tired. It's a very normal reaction for me, so don't worry about it. I'll just have an extra cup of coffee here in a second. Let's see that. No, honey, doesn't work. No, the neti pot doesn't work, guys. My stuff's not casual. It's not casual. I wish it was. I wish those little remedies worked. But no, we're talking inundation. I live in Central Texas, so. Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups. There you go, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. Your heart's beautiful. Good job here. Good. You really are mapping some beautiful progress for me today. I'm very proud of the Aquarius I'm looking at. You've done such a good job. I'm not convinced Aquarius is your sun. Maybe rising. Okay. Possibly moon. It has that feeling like Aquarius isn't your main gig. I don't know how else to put that. It's not your main gig. You're not a full-time Aquarius. But when it hits, it hits. That level of intelligence, and I've been thorough about this. I have not been neglectful of these areas in my life. I'm a big picture person. I understand it's not all about me, but I need to stick to my own personal journey. So I'm seeing some very strong Aquarian characteristics, but I just don't feel like it's your main gig. It could be one of your nodes too. But yeah, it's 4 of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Slowly but surely, your heart's starting to relax a lot more. You're starting to trust yourself more in terms of your own emotion because, again, you did the work. You didn't push against the work. You did the deep diving, and you're sick of the deep diving. You're like, I did it. I got my diver's license. I've racked up my hours. I'm an expert. I don't want to go diving over there anymore, ever again. I hear you. I feel you. I completely understand you. And your heart is really starting to relax. It's almost like you are trying to learn to love yourself again. If you want to use that language, fall in love with yourself again, particularly how you see and perceive yourself and how you experience your own feeling. You're showing me kindness to you. You're showing me love of you as you start to open up again. And it's beautiful. It took a minute. Sometimes you go back and forth with the subject where you love yourself some days and you're very harsh and critical on yourself other days. I know it's part of the process. I promise you, eventually you will stick to the one positive modality. You're getting there, okay? I promise. All your good work is not in vain, honey. I promise you. I know it. And you're feeling it in March, but something here is wrapping up for you in March. It really is. It really is. Okay? In terms of your heart coming to terms with something, and then you understanding this and showing yourself more love. Okay? Yeah, I mean, it's getting you out of that mucky 4 cups. All right? You are showing yourself love again, not just because you're doing it for show, but because you can actually feel it. When you're understanding, you can really feel love for yourself again. That's how you know you've made a lot of progress. Okay? You could just as easily slide backwards and say, Aquarius, you suck. I hate you. Why did we go through all this? Okay, we've done all that. And now you're being kinder to yourself. Okay? Continue to stick to this particular journey. Know what's worth engaging in and know what's not. Okay? Be kind to yourself. You'll be all right. You're on a good path, honey. I promise you. March is... It's more than having a makeover, having a good day, honey. I'm talking about this as an overall construct that you have been diligently working through, and the progress shows. Your progress is showing heavily on you. That was such a powerful opening. I'm like, I know that feeling. When you're so done working through emotions that you just can't, and you get to that point where you're ready to let it go. Not because it exhausts you, but because you've really pursued every avenue to understand it. And now it's done. So good job. Okay? You're not perfect. Nothing about this situation was perfect, but it was strong. I know. I can see it. Okay? But the strongest connections tend to provoke the strongest reactions. You could have easily have not done the work. Okay? So congratulations to you for being a more higher functioning person, or wanting to be. Okay? All right. Let's see that Page of Wands. A little bit of spark, that one. A little bit of spark. What's up? Show me that. Show me that little bit of spark there. A little bit of spunk. What's going on? Show me that Page of Wands, please. I'm liking March for a lot of folks, yeah? Justice, Page of Cups, King of Wands. That's better. So you just told me who you are. You're the King of Wands here. So as you start to open up just a little bit more, you're starting to love yourself a little more. You're starting to develop more of a tender spot just for you and your own kind of loving secret self. Okay? Things are really starting to feel more balanced for you. Okay? You started with that energetic conversion. I'm done. I need to focus on other things now. Gotcha. And it's starting to pay off. Your heart space is opening a little more to yourself first, and then externally. Everything begins with the self. So when you started to show me, you were opening your heart more towards you. It would stand to reason it was going to show externally, and so it is. And it feels good. Your energy's picking up. You feel a lot more confident. Okay? You feel a lot more in control and command of yourself, and that there's still things in you that you've yet to do. Particularly blaze some sort of trails that are important to you. King, Queen of Wands, man. They blaze trails. Whether they're there, pre-existing or not, they're going to burn something. They do like to burn their own trails, but they will also reburn old ones if they don't think that they're correct. So, you know, I like seeing that side of you pick up. You're feeling a lot more engaged, a lot more balanced, and more loving and considerate of yourself. Okay? All right. Now, let's jump on here, down here to your King of Wands. What's going on there? Don't get me wrong, you'll have days where you're going to feel pulled backwards. That's inevitable. But the thing is, the bigger portion of you is moving forward. Okay? Rediscoveries here. Rediscovery of the self, loving energy of the self, you name it. But feeling balanced, you can't put a price on that. You can't. When you know you're balanced and you feel it, you don't just see it in your everyday 3D world. I did this, I did that, running errands. No. I mean on the inside. It's such a precious moment. When you have those moments, stop, recognize them, reflect on them. Everything right now feels right. I did that. Mm-hmm. Let's see that King of Wands. 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 Show me that King of Wands, please. Now let's see who you're talking to. I'm not going to assume it's the same energy. As far as I can tell, you're saying I've done everything I could with it post-lovers situation. Okay. Eight of Wands, yeah, we talking. The Magician, Knight of Swords, yeah, I got communication being prompted by you or by someone else, I don't know, but I got you talking. Eight of Wands is here twice. The Magician, the King of Swords, you have conveyed some sort of interest that you want to take action. Okay? I don't know what that means, but you manifest it, so I know you mean it. What that action involves, I couldn't say. But you do seem to be talking to someone who is more or less, like I said, you're sharing a frequency with that feels right. It may not be romantic, I don't know. But I do know your King of Wands energy is carrying over beautifully. And you're like, I'm going to do it. That energy literally is, I'm going to do it. I want to. I want to take action towards this. I want to talk to this person. Okay? I don't know who that is. Let's jump on over to who they are. If they're not worth the time, energy, and effort, I want you to know. Because I like your positive disposition. You know, but you're showing me cool, level-headed results. You know, it's fast, it's thoughtful. Eight of Wands plus the Knight of Swords. That's thoughtful, intended communication. Okay? Chatty, maybe. Discovery, too. And the Magician saying, I want to talk to this. So, let's see that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Four of Swords, Judgment, the Hierophant. Yeah. This person's showing up beautifully. They have some beautiful energy attached to them. They said that they've been resting, that they've been healing. Judgment and the Hierophant. This person has a very strong spiritual drive to connect with you. Very strong. They know themselves well enough to understand that not only are they sharing a frequency with you that is high energy, naturally fire in nature, naturally fiery. It suits you both well. This person showed me very large spiritual aspects attached to them that says, I'm choosing to be here. I want to show up. I've thought about it, Four of Swords, and I feel good about this. I feel really good, and I also understand it's my decision. So someone is the Hierophant here with Judgment. They're showing up. They're saying they want to. That they've given a lot of rest and a lot of thought, and they're saying, I choose to be here. It's a very strong choice. I don't know why they're showing me such strong choice attached to that person, but it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. This person has a lot of steady but excited energy attached to them. They're long haulers, as far as I can tell. Long-term game, kind of written into their spiritual code, but they kind of live in the moment there with that high energy Queen of Wands. King, Queen of Wands, it doesn't matter, guys. It's about the energetic exchange here, and it's just like, I want to talk to them, and they're like, I choose to be here because I feel it's of consequence. Okay. So, hey, they know themselves. I'll give them that. Let's see that Eight of Wands, please. It's very steady. That energy is very steady. Let's see that Eight of Wands, please. Let's see that Eight of Wands. Let's see that Eight of Wands. Let's see that Eight of Wands. It's beautiful. Let's see the Eight of Wands, please. Oh, that's what I hate when the pollen's this high. My eyes start to shrink. It gets so small and swollen. Oh my gosh. Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands. Congratulations to you both. Okay, so it's not this person. It's looking like this is best left behind in the past. Okay. And the only reason I'm saying that is because even though you two clearly went your own separate ways, and how long ago, I don't know. I have no clue. It's in the understanding that it's probably never going to come back or to a restored state if it ever was healthy and fully experienced to begin with. I couldn't say. I just know that you showed me that you were done trying to process it and learn from it. Okay. I don't see you reconnecting with it. I don't. I know, honey, you did a magnificent job of showcasing me some real deep work to the point where you're like, it's time to stop working. It's time to start living. I've done all I can do. I've made my bed. I drank my coffee. I've dealt with the fallout of emotions and the lessons of my lover. I'm good. You really finalized it. So I had no reason to believe then that whoever was you were showing frequency with in future was the same person, and it's not. It is someone who willfully, consciously chooses to show up because they want to be there. Soul bond or not, I'm not saying that, lover or not. They're saying, I'm a Queen of Wands like you're a King of Wands. We have a lot of things in common in terms of energetic frequency and excitement, but I'm also long-term. They have big spiritual energy attached to them. It's beautiful. And you don't see it quite yet. I don't think either one of you does. You just started talking. Remember? I saw that springboard for you. You just started to open up, and what did I say? Internally first, externally second. Everything begins with the self. It started to show your King of Wands picked up, and then I see you springboard over here. Same energy, but with somebody who's showing you frequency. And then here towards the ends, Eight of Wands, Four of Wands, Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. What starts out as confident, you showed me confident communication. The willingness to explore and open up. What starts as confident communication over time with the Wheel of Fortune puts you both into a Four of Wands. A relationship energy, something that is defined by two people. I do know that they have long-term written on them. This is a spiritual code for them. In other words, they aim for something higher than themselves. And that's what real love is. With the lovers, there's no guarantee that we will put that person, their feelings, or the situation in a place of higher self. This person says, I do believe in something higher than me. And that is healthy relationships, spiritual judgment calls, love. Whereas the Lovers, if it goes into a bad place, it can become selfish because somebody can refuse to step into it and therefore put it into a higher plane of existence. And there's something in here that says you're done with it. You know, you recognize it was a strong connection, but it took you a long time to recover from it for that reason. You're just now starting to open back up. So it makes sense that you would want to communicate with somebody who is showing or demonstrating very strong value towards something higher than me that I can work towards. Or you like me? And you're like, yes, I am. So it's not selfish then. It's, that's probably the biggest critique of the Lovers. There's no guarantee you get to keep it, because there's no guarantee that both people recognize it for what it is at the same time. Because of the intensity of the emotion surrounding it, it can often be selfish. Like, this isn't a higher plane of existence thing. This is just something that's for me right now. And it can feel that way if somebody refuses to understand the significance of it. And you understood the significance of it given time. But you did your time with it. Okay? You did your time with this. And it shows. Congratulations overall to the Aquarius I'm looking at. This is absolutely beautiful. It's well-earned, hard-earned freedom, strong sense of spiritual lessons about what's worth engaging in and what's not worth engaging in. The wall, the obstacles, and a tidy house. Clarity and organization. Yeah. That's the great summary, Spirit. Thank you. 56 and 1, by the way. Right about here, when I saw justice, what is fair, that perhaps it's time now to convert all that strength of your energy into other things. And that's right about what this is. The wall, the obstacles of trying to understand it, and getting back to what actually matters, what you can actually see and get your hands on in reality. Okay? At some point, you showed me a strong energetic conversion, and that's when you started to open back up to life as you understand it. In all the right and healthy ways. Like I said, you can only process this kind of stuff so much before you realize it's taking away from your life. Right? Okay, there you go. The crossing, the initiation into that bridge, into that new area of your life. Joyful muse, inspiration, drifter. Yeah, I think I know who that is. At first, the muse is no guarantee. The muse is probably the one in this deck that reminds me the most of the Lovers. It can be so inspiring, but for that reason can be so selfish if two people don't get it. And the odds that two people don't, or at least one does and the other doesn't, is really, really high. There's that sense of muse, but also the drifter. I'm here today to inspire you, but I don't have long-term game. And I don't have a stronger or higher developed sense that this is bigger than me and I should commit to it, right? It's a drifter, so it's a very powerful feeling to be inspired, to be the muse. But that doesn't mean, as they say, the muse is a fleeting mistress. Temporary inspiration, inflated, but eventually was meant to drift away of its own accord. 33 and 14. Okay. Some of you that I don't think that was intentional, but just FYI message, and for some of you the 7th might be important. Okay. Unexpected income, 27, the Pentacle, rolling the dice, unexpected income, rolling the dice. Some of you are taking risks at work to increase that coin, or you're making unusual investments for that same thing, imprisonment. Okay. Rolling the dice, switching jobs, changing things up, getting back to basics. I don't know, rolling the dice, anything to kind of get you out of this feeling of imprisonment. Okay. Like I said, you're done with it. And it feels like you've been trapped by the same thoughts and the same useless emotions. They weren't useless. They required processing, but you did your time. What did I say? You did your time. But unexpected income, rolling the dice. Some of you decided to switch things up intentionally. Okay. In your real world, in order to get you moving on, to move it forward. Some of you are the main guy, or you'll be meeting your future main guy. I don't know. Obviously, we're connecting to someone of importance in the future, and they actually want to be there because they understand this is bigger than me. And because it calls to me, because it feels good, I'm honoring that, and I'm honoring this. I'm here. Right? All right. You guys, this is wonderful. This is a great reading today, guys. I love it. March is a beautiful month for Aquarius. I saw lots of reconnections too. Lots. But yours is, this chapter in my life is done. And I earned it. And I can walk away from it completely now at last, knowing it. It's time for new. Good job. So reconnections can be beautiful, and people are doing one thing or another. It's not just about reconnections, but yours is really a strong sense of that chapter's closed, and I'm thankful it's closed. All right, that's enough. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.